Hello?
I saw you on the television last night, Mr. Hen, and I think we should talk.
Who is this?
Do the words, vital facts that could prevent a tragic and unnecessary end for the big fellow, ring a bell?
Doth it ring a bell? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Nick the Rat Radio. I am Nick the Rat, and tonight it's episode 459. Oh. All right, let's crack a beer for that. Cheers, cheers, cheers to us living in a sewer for this long. It's Wednesday. It's 11 o'clock. You know what we doing. You know what's going on out here. Actually, you don't know what we doing on out here. When I first started the show, I always had music. I didn't always get it from SoundCloud. I got it from a couple different places. Always found CC BY stuff, mostly to hear new things, and secondly, so I don't get sued, etc., etc., etc. And then I started to use the SoundCloud to look for the music that could be shared with people and enjoyed by the people. And I've been using that for, I don't know, since episode maybe 100. I don't know how long ago that was. Don't ask me. I won't tell you. Through that time, you sometimes start to, I've been on there for a long time. And I found a lot of music that I liked, and throughout all this time, I've never actually had an interview with any of the artists that I've enjoyed. And tonight, we're going to change that. We are going to be speaking to Andrew Lawrence tonight. Now, you might be like, Andrew Lawrence? I don't think Nick the Rat ever played an Andrew Lawrence song before, but you probably know Andrew Lawrence better as Bigfoot Beats. Now, if you still don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to play a quick song by Bigfoot Beats or Andrew Lawrence or Funzo. We're going to find out very soon. But first, we're going to listen to one of his tracks. We're going to come back and start talking to him. Here's Bigfoot Beats with How to Dunk and Lose Friends.
You guys play here too?
Weird.
I was just out for that. Thought I'd see if anybody wants to play some round ball. You guys play here too? I'm just talking trash. You ruined the game.
I appreciate your tone, Steven. Friends aren't supposed to speak to each other.
What are you talking about? We're not friends. I don't even know you.
Sure, that's what they all say. Sorry, Terry. I worked for them. I worked like a dog for 2 years in the filthy tropics to prove myself to her, and because of that work, I lost.
And just what happened to her?
I was awake. Well, that's the story they give me anyway. Way too long.
Listen, does this sound familiar?
Well, I'll never forget my disillusionment when my college dramatic fraternity turned me down 4 times with the advice that
What you are doing is wrong! You heard him?
But the land was already claimed by a people when the cowboy came and when the soldiers came.
Doctors have examined me, they can't find nothing wrong.
Holy smoke. That cat's for real. He ain't no joke.
Who that say, who that, whenever I say,
Bigfoot. He will come to you.
in shock. It's totally unexpected. And the only equation I could make on this thing is that it was a Bigfoot.
Neighborhood thinks I'm out of it.
Testing, testing, testing. Is Andrew Lawrence
Sounds
there?
good. I can hear you.
You could hear me? Can
I can hear you.
everybody hear everything? I think we could all hear. Oh, okay. This is amazing technology we're using these days. So how should I call you Andrew? Should I call you Bigfoot? Should I call you Funzo?
I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how they do in the sewer. Andrew.
Well,
Andreas.
If we're doing it like we're doing in the sewer, I want to call you Slick Andreas then.
Go for it.
All right, Mr. Slick Andreas.
Call me McAfee.
Wait, are you back from the dead?
No, I'm just trying to get your clicks up.
This will work.
So yeah, interview with McAfee part 2.
No, this isn't. Well, I was trying to do some Googling. I was trying to stalk you, so I was looking for Andrew Lawrence, and then I was like, wait, this is the guy from Blossom.
I think it was a Disney movie. He was a wrestler. He was deaf.
There's a whole bunch of Andrew Lawrences out there.
There's a bassist, the comedian. There's me. That's about.
If you ever meet them, you should destroy them as soon as you meet them. It's if you ever.
I do add all of the Andrew Lawrences on Facebook. I've added about 10 of them. So we're all friends.
A group. You're also down in Florida. Did you get your power back down there yet?
Yep. It took about 3 days, so pretty fast turnaround this time.
Ah. 3 days without electricity. I probably survived.
I got a generator, so I still had power, but not my paid power.
Were you worried about gators sneaking into your house in the dark?
Not really.
Okay. I don't know, because if I lived in Florida and I had no electricity, I would just be scared of alligators or something. Or something. Crocodiles.
That's an old wives' tale, or old wise tale.
Really, you never saw the crocodile in your bathroom or anything?
No, that's like a. I think there's more in the sewer. It's like a sewer thing.
Well, there's stories about that. Well, that's good that the power's coming back. That's pretty. Is your only instrument electronic ones, or you're a musician?
Not really. I guess I couldn't put that on like a resume. I couldn't say like I make music. Like I put stuff together. Like I guess it's a music page, and it's music to listen to, but I don't create the sounds. I don't sit and play the piano or use equipment.
Have you ever used like a violin or a flute?
Yeah, I play a little piano. I played drums and things like that in school. Like, so classically trained up till like 10th grade.
Did you enjoy it?
School. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Because
it's symbols, triangle,
squares, circles,
things like that. Squares. But
is
it's
your
a lot
main
easier to
is your main program
take
Fruity Loops?
Fruity Loops. Yep.
Did you when did you start using the loops of the fruit?
Probably 2011. So I was about 14,
Now, was this a well,
15.
Andrew? This was this actually a complete trap by the FBI. Did you pay for that copy of Fruity Loops?
Everything has been, I have all the certificates locked away on floppy disk, all the, not the cracks or, no key gens or anything like that. It's all above board.
Whew. Okay. Whew.
I got the extended warranty, everything.
I have never used the Fruity Loops, but I've because I don't really make music at all. I play the recorder in school and the flute, and then I started getting synth gear and a whole bunch. Just you start buying stuff and it sucks, but you could do it all on a computer using a program, and Fruity Loops is definitely. What have you liked what has happened with the program over the years? Has there been like advances in it that you were like, whoa, that's cool?
Oh, I took probably almost 9 years off where I didn't make beats. So I made beats, like nothing but beats for a few years, and then nothing for 9 years. And then I started back this year. So I used like whatever they had in 2011, whatever that was the most seeded or, copy I could get.
Wait, you're still using the 2011 version of it?
No, I updated recently, with, like I said, I have the proof of everything, receipts I can get made. I can get any, receipt made up if you have to see, but I got there's, I guess, a whole bunch of new things I'm learning. So I'm still learning, but the new ones, I mean, they do add lots of nice new stuff. Pretty soon I'm just going to press one button and all the Bigfoot beats will be made.
Well, maybe you will. Maybe you could press the button, but you still have to press the button to make it. And what you do right now sounds amazing. Like, I really don't think I have ever heard one of your tracks and not and bop to it. I think you have a talent of putting all these sounds together with beats, and it sounds great.
So thank you. Yeah, I was listening through a few Nick the Rat, heard a lot of Bigfoot beats. It was, I don't know, like hearing your music on a podcast or like a weekly radio thing. I was like, wow, some people get it. Some people really get it. A lot of people think, it's interesting. But now how I do it versus before is it's exactly what I want to hear. And I never want to get bored. Like, I don't really like a lot of the hip hop and beats. A lot of them are really good, but after about 30 seconds, it's like, you get antsy. I want to keep myself on my toes. And I'll listen over and over and over.
Your songs kind of are like stories.
Yeah, it works out more like, kind of like the cadence, the rhythm of it. It has to kind of progress, and that, the arrangement of it, how it progresses from, and that's, a lot of it is done with the drums. So you could isolate a drum track on a lot of, like, really my recent ones, and it still progresses, so you could drop the melody at any time, and you almost wouldn't even notice. And a lot of times it adds more spacing and things, but you kind of can fill in the blanks in your head, even making up a little story or doing a little, sewer bit or, whatever it is, you can fill it in, and people do that already with music, no one cares what they say or what happens. It makes you kind of have a little story in your head. So mine is just kind of cuts through that, and I put the Bigfoot with it because it's easy to get samples for that. Nobody used it.
It's easy to get
I thought it
Bigfoot
was kind of-
samples?
I use YouTube to find stuff, anything that ever referenced Bigfoot or songs that's
Actually,
kind of
yeah,
a
Bigfoot
filler.
is pretty popular. He's
And
pretty
then
popular, yeah.
the main bits I go through a lot of movies and TV. I'll rip. I can't tell you how many, terabytes of just, TV movies and things you've never heard, but you've heard. So it's everything, nothing's new. So it's just, some patterns or how people talk or just little bits that, that's all it is. It's just little bits and little rhythms of, how people talk or whatever. And just kind of playing with that. And
you have like a giant audio library, like sound library?
Yeah, and that's how I couldn't just sit down with like an empty Fruity Loops and make.
Oh no!
I mean, I could, but I couldn't. I need all my samples.
Do you
so
make your own the drum beat though? Do you do the drum beat, or do you get a sample of a drum also?
Everything sampled. So
wow.
the drum. So like the drums will be like that Dunk one, which I kind of like it, but the funk and the soul kind of beats. And I was kind of talking with someone. It does kind of get a little. It's kind of harder to do something with it. It's really easy to make. You could make a really nice soul beat or something very easily, but to get it on your toes, I don't want to make something I've already made. Because I listen. I'm probably the one who listens the most. So.
How do you match this? Because it sounds like the samples match the drum beats and stuff. Is it?
Oh yeah. Well, that's that's kind of the easier part. Fruity Loops is probably the best of. I don't know really the other systems, but it's easy to see the audio, so you can see the audio and you can hear it, and
the wave or something.
The wave format, and stretch it, and you can keep the same pitch, or you can there's different like transient, so it gives it different kind of effects. I don't try to get too like fancy with it, because that it doesn't age as well either, because like I when I came back making beats, I was just releasing beats I had never posted, and now I can't do that because it's mixed up. Like I've progressed since then too much almost. Just kind of, I like the old ones, but they get kind of repetitive, and I don't know.
Never look back, always go forward.
No,
enjoy the ride.
Constantly listening, even in the years I was off, I'd listen to my music all the time. So.
And that's why it probably it's you have a really good ear. I'll definitely say that, because I think that it sounds like the levels are great. Everything sounds good together. How big is your audio library?
I'm in my sample library, like
Or
the songs. I'd say I'll start this because just for anyone listening, the YouTube people get taken down all the time. So I'll rip everything, their whole whatever they posted.
And you save it. You have to have a large storage space.
So I filled a couple hard drives in case satellites or whatever
go down.
But what I actually save on my computer is just, I'd say, there might be a couple thousand different little clips, but I organize it in folders. So I have like loops 2, loops 3. I have drums 2, a lot of, fills, effects, hits, topics. So I could have I have one about space. I got, several Bigfoot or.
How large is your space folder?
Everything I'm running with on Free Loops is maybe 200 gigs. So it's not crazy.
That isn't that crazy.
A laptop I got for $400.
I usually don't save any of my samples. Like when I rip something from YouTube or copy any audio from there, I usually don't save the thing. Like, I need the door opening or something. I don't really get too much too much longer things. But if I grab any,
kind of hoping to get that from you.
Well, you can rip them off my show.
Your samples.
You can get them off my show if they're clean. They're yours, but I never save any of the clean. I kind of flatten and then print and
You've
then
got
move
lots
on.
of good clips.
I'm upset that I haven't saved all.
Movies or do you watch a lot of movies or something?
A little bit. I do like movies. I'm a movie fan. I'm not a very big the biggest aficionado thing I'm in would probably be sadly video games on the computer because I'm a big nerd. But my nose. What's your number one hobby other than music? Do you have one? Is it movies or?
No, I'd say beats. As
beats
far
is
as
your life?
A hobby, it's beats. Well, my family.
Well, that's not
work,
that's the stuff. That's the life stuff. But I'm saying when you have free time, go straight to beats.
Yeah, if I have free time, I'll make most of my beats. I'll have an hour here or there at night, maybe an hour in the morning.
Going through audio.
So I don't. Sometimes I'll, stay up late and I'll just be making beats, but yeah, there's not enough time.
What about do you listen to music or podcasts? I'm sure you listen to other audio stuff than just.
I don't like podcasts.
Okay.
Typically.
How about music? You must like music. Do you listen to music at all?
Yeah. The last, I'd say, 10 years I've been roofing, and it's while you're roofing, it's you working all day. So I have headphones.
They don't let you
all
listen
day.
to Van Halen on the radio while you're doing roofing?
No.
Fuck.
No, there's crews like that. I always wore headphones all day.
You wore headphones, to block out sound or to listen to something?
Yeah, I listen to. Well, I go through phases pretty hard. So where I'll listen to. So the last 3 years, it's been doo-wop.
Really?
50s. That's all I listen to.
You listen to doo-wop.
I've kind of gone reverse. I thought I was starting at kind of the beginning when I was young, and I ended up working my way. I'd listen to 60s rock, and I grew up a big Simon and Garfunkel fan.
Nice.
You're up in New York, so you.
I like. Can you hook me up with some what is the best
doo-wop? duopcaferadio.org. That's all you got to know.
I got to write this down really quick because
everybody needs to write that down.
Duop Cafe Radio.org.
.org.
All right, I got
They've
that.
been around for like 20 years of 24-hour volunteer-run radio. And there's a lot of good DJs on there. Bart the Ghost. He's probably, I'd say Bart's the best. Zeke's good. You got to go in there sometime. Talk to him. Talk to Pringle.
Talk to Pringle and Zeke?
Talk to him. Say Mean Bean sent you. No, I'm serious. They'll know exactly to say Mean Bean. They don't know me as Bigfoot, you know.
This is like a whole new universe you're unlocking for me. This is cool.
They need people too. It's kind of sad because a lot of it I got to train.
Oh, that's cool. No, I live in a sewer. You
Yeah,
never
I
know
kind of
what
like it, you know.
Are you a foamer? Do you know what foamers are?
Foam?
Foamers are people that are really into trains, and they like to hear the burr, burr.
No. Like what, Lionel and whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah,
do they drug test roofers? Because I'm very stoned right now. I don't know how you feel about marijuana, but
I would never publicly condone it. If I ever, you know, not that I would run for mayor or anything.
Gotcha.
The mayor is crooked. They're all crooked. So crooked. Can't fight City Hall, right?
You could, but only if you're covered in mayonnaise. Run in there really quick, slap everybody, and then run out. Otherwise, they're going to get you and lock you up. I'm publicly saying that I'm a little bit high. And doo-wop, what do you know? Well, you're into the doo-wop. So what does that word mean? The more I say it, like
something about you got whopped across the head or something. But it's doo-wop, and then you could say early rock and roll, or just say rock. I mean, it's rock and roll. Doo-wop is more of the harmony with the singing,
the vocal
and that's
style.
Vocal street corner harmony. You could do it.
Oh, I would love to meet 4 or 3 other guys that I could just sing with, like harmoniously. That sounds fucking cool. It sounds like a small church.
You're in what? You're in like New York, right? You could sing the. I mean, half of them are about New York.
Is there like a doo-wop app? Like, find your local doo-wop gang.
Yeah, I get the. To listen, I use the. They have like internet radio apps. You just type in doo-wop radio cafe, and they're on all those apps too. So, or you can just go to the website and go to the listen and say, "Hey, Mean Bean said, what's up?"
I'm going to do this. Did you say Mean Beam? Mean Beam?
Yes.
All right. I got that. Send that to my secretary so she can tell me later when I go over there and do that. But I'm going to do it. And I'm going to report back to people next week if it worked.
Your whole format may be a little different if you start listening. You'll get into it and might bring out a whole new Nick.
It might.
Start walking on the sunny side.
Do you like SoundCloud? Do you have you've been using for a long time and you're in there? Yeah.
I don't want to, insult them or anything. I mean, no, I like it.
I'm not. Well, wow.
I mean,
so that's a telling statement you just made there. I'm going to infer that you like
I've
them
been
a lot.
on it for, when I first started, I was on SoundCloud, like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. So, it was different back then. Now, I mean, I think it's great for finding good music. Other, I talk with a lot of people, beatsters, or
Oh, yeah, you were telling me that there's a beat, like a Discord server with beatologists. Are they?
yeah. There's probably 40 weekly. It's probably about 10 or 15 who are in there. We weekly, somebody will put up 5 or 6 samples, and then we'll all flip it. And then,
cool.
like how to dunk, and that kind of doesn't force me, but that does. Like that one had 4 songs from that 4 of the 6 of that. I guess the YouTube playlist they put together. So I'll mash a whole bunch of them up. That had bass from a song, that had some Asian thing from a song. There's Candyman in that. Just I try to. I can.
They're kind of like your doo-wop group.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'd be like Pookie Hudson and Clyde McFadder. Yeah, look up Pookie too.
Do you guys
The
do you guys host a regular beat off?
It's not a competition. Like there's other groups where they compete.
First come, first served.
It's, and I did that because they invited me, and you can see how it gets so crazy. People voting, and like, and I won, and I'm saying that, So,
do you submit the clips too, or is it like a comp? Like, so
well, no,
are you trying to say that
you're
the clips that are in not at all of your songs, or just some of them? Like this,
No,
the dunk song was a
just some of the more recent ones, like every third beat maybe of the last. So I mean, it's been, I don't know, 8 beats maybe with them.
Do they do the drum samples or just the
No, they just provide the source on 6. Like they'll put out like 6 songs. Like one week I pick, the songs, and just for everyone to, hey, check this out. You can. Most people will just flip 1 or 2 of them, kind of. But it kind of fits for what I do because it's kind of surprising what kind of can fit together, even though you wouldn't think it would. And if I knew music or theory or whatever, I would think, oh, that can't work. Now, if you listen to it, and it does work sometimes,
It's a flow. You hear it. You have an audio flow, and you're tapped in on it.
Yeah, it's all about the looping. You can listen to 2 4-second part of it over and over, and it still clicks. And then you can add layers, remove layers, add some space. I had a lot of foley and stuff. I had a lot of cartoon sounds. Just, all the stuff that, you listen to something, a movie or whatever. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. There's a scene in it where somebody says something, and it's like, even if it doesn't make sense, like the way they said that one part in that movie was awesome. So I just take the best bits of everything and see what can kind of fit together.
So you have no affiliation with Mr. Bigfoot himself. You just found a wealth of Bigfoot related samples and clips that you attached.
Yep.
You also have very. I love your art.
Oh, thank you.
May
all.
May I dig into
You
your art?
already know where it's from. You already know.
I sort of do, but I also don't.
I would, whatever your gut is right.
So you are what some of my listeners might call a prompt jockey. Are you a prompt jockey?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, okay. Are you good at telling computers what you want?
Oh, well, I have been using it for quite a while for, it was always a dream to think, wow, you could think of something, just type it and just tell it, no, you're completely wrong. Try over, make it more captivating, more, absurd, whatever it is. But, yeah, and I kind of fine tune it, just how I know how to tell it to give me what I want.
You're very good at it. What?
I think it's great.
What's...
But it takes there might be 30 of them, for every one, I'll just retry. And they said to me too, I said, you're not getting this. You're just not getting it. And they said, I don't know, something, I forget, but they kind of snapped back at me. I said, no.
With the AI or the
I'm not
people?
going to have a computer snap back at me. It's like, just when you think it's almost there, it just goes 3 steps backwards. Like it knows it's just messing with you. But I think it's came out with some good picks.
What was your first computer?
The family Dell or
Dell?
Gateway.
Yeah, I think mine might have been
Windows
Gateway
95.
too. Huh? Did you like using? Because you have a really good you have a very good artistic eye and you have a very good artistic ear that at least I'm in tune to, and and you're a roofer.
Yeah, and I'm a roofer. I've done a lot of drawing and characters and comics.
Really?
I was into comic books, and I have a few good ones. I'd write little stories, I don't know, because you see the crud that's out there,
Yeah.
and it's not, it is by design. It's not like there isn't, good stuff out there. It gets lost in everything.
Yeah. I was just thinking about something recently that is all attached to this conversation right here. Some girl put out a little animation and was saying how she felt like computers are taking away her job, and when she was going to school for art, that they never really told her that all of her jobs are going to be like spotty. It's going to be spotty. You're not going to have a solid job. You're not going to have a 9 to 5 in the world of art. And she was being upset. And there's people that are upset about AI. But the thing is, have you ever? I worked in like an animation studio once, and there was a lot of people there working on a 30-minute long, maybe couple, like 20 episode season a year cartoon. It was like a sweat factory. There's only a
I
couple.
can't even imagine.
There's only a couple people there that were actually the creators of the show. Like, hey, this is my idea. Everybody else there was just doing
I was
shit
only
AI
following
could do.
orders.
And the thing is that artists are getting mad that they're being freed. The artist could click a button and create something that they want and have it.
Oh, and anybody complaining needs to get smacked up, upside the head or something. Seriously hard. Because, I mean, if you really want to make something, I mean, yeah, no one's going to really care, but you can do it. You can still make whatever you want, You want to make some movie or
make it.
I don't know. I think about it too. Like, yeah, it would be nice to make that, sitcom or that crazy scheme. And it's like, yeah, I could, but I'm kind of knee deep in the beats right now. And with family and everything. But if I had the time, I just go into doing what I'm doing now. But if I wasn't me, I would, I don't know, go crazy on something.
Well,
Make something
you use AI
try to make
for
something nobody's ever
making beats too.
for my picks. Yeah, I don't use it for my beats, which I do in a way because I'm not going in there inside the computer and turning knobs like a hamster. Like I'm turning like a knob on a computer screen.
Yeah.
That's doing whatever.
It's a computer. It's a tool. You're using a tool.
Artificial to me. I'm not out there with bongos and a triangle. And like the soup can.
But maybe you should.
Playing to
Maybe
my neighbors
you could mix
with
that
the
into
strings.
it. You'd probably be a great bongo triangle player. Just putting that out there for you.
Yeah, could be. And there's just you could draw, and I would like to find an artist who could even take some of that AI and kind of use that almost as a template, because I kind of have. I can't get it precisely down, but you think anybody could come up with a character and kind of use the AI to help animate what they came up with. Or just cutting out, you'll spend all day on that flip book and it lasts for like 2 seconds and half the pages get stuck together.
You could.
What's the point?
It doesn't really matter. Do you want to know a secret? Audio trumps everything.
Yeah,
because you could close your eyes and listen to something, and if it's good, you don't need to see good animation. The animation could not.
You can imagine sound. You can't imagine seeing things. You think you do.
Yeah.
You don't. You said close your eyes. I'm thinking Close Your Eyes by the Flamingos. Just started playing in my head. Great. Look it up. Great song. I think your buddy Garfunkel sang it. Everybody sang it. But yeah, you hear something, you can see stuff and, I go back in time, but you smell something, you hear something, it can take you out of whatever you're in.
Do I have time to ask you some more questions?
Yeah, I'm wired. I'm up.
All right. Do you think Bigfoot is real?
Who knows? I really, I think too, it's kind of like, if he is, great. If not, I really don't care. And people do think, you must, like Bigfoot and stuff. It's a way to, everyone's heard Bigfoot. Most of the world has heard Bigfoot, but you can associate that with, if you associate it with my music, great. Because it does fit. It has the Bigfoot. It works as a kind of a beat. And you can hear my music and I used it at first as like kind of a tag, like don't take my music, you know. But then I thought, you know, just keep it, and kind of it just went from there. And I used the chat. I use that to find samples, so I could say, you know, list me 50, you know, references of Bigfoot in 70s TV, pop culture, you know, or whatever, and it'll pull up all these episodes, and then I'll start going to YouTube. It took me 10 minutes to load a page on AOL. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a book or something with you. You had to you know, the paper, like find something else to do, and don't click the wrong thing. And now I can download. I can't even listen to all the music I've downloaded.
I find when you have access to everything, unless you could go through it really quickly, it becomes too much. I'd almost rather have less and pay for it than have everything. And I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah, and then it's so easy. Everything gets caught up in, oh, it's the best, or this is good or not good, or it's like that's what you've heard of. That's what you know, the worst or this. The worst is some guy you've never heard of. Like, you know, killed his whole family or something. You know, that's the worst. You know, or done something so awful you never even heard of in some, you know, tropic jungle. I don't know.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Condense it. Yeah, great. Remember that turtle? That turtle got, you know, that's what's gone. There's no more turtle scenes. They have a, you know, now that I get.
Have you ever had turtle soup?
What's that?
Have you ever had turtle soup? Is that even real?
There was some guy who, when I first moved to Florida, he'd pay all the kids around town. He'd say, if you find this one turtle, I'll give you $20. Some, I guess, turtle that tastes good. I think there's some that do and some that don't. I'm not.
I had alligator tail soup, so I guess turtle soup is probably not too far off from that.
Yeah, unless you're like overrun by turtles, it's almost like a gimmick.
Is it a delicacy? Well, you know, maybe turtles taste great. I don't. Their shell's probably too rough. So you never saw Bigfoot?
No.
Have you ever seen an alien or a UFO?
They say you'd smell them before you would.
He does
see
look.
So
he does look stinky, from what I've never seen. He's probably stinky. Do you believe in aliens?
No.
No,
not at all.
No.
Yeah, I mean, there was probably a time I was like, yeah, what if, you know, I saw X-Files and, oh, the UFO has all the, you know, but
okay, well, let me change this question then. Do you think life exists on planets other than Earth? Not saying they ever came here.
Now, this will be controversial for you and your audience. But, I mean, if that's God's plan, but I never heard that. You know, if so, that's beyond anything that I would need to know about or care about. I don't know. I feel like it's...
Earth is special.
I don't know.
Earth is pretty
those
special.
aliens they show they look like little demons. Or what I would think a demon would look like. So I try to stick away from. I try not to put that with the Bigfoot. And I try to make Bigfoot humble too, of the people, you know. Not like more of the underdog. Not all high and mighty. No ivory tower, no fancy New York, degrees.
I don't know what a fancy New York degree is. It's like 70 out right now. Or 60. Actually, it's
Or
getting
like
kind
a
of colder over here.
degree in animating. Are you, what's your history?
What is my history? I'm a cartoon rat that was trapped by some scientists, and yeah. No, I went to college for art, but I like computers because I'm a nerd. So I just have a job, in doing podcasts now, more or less.
I thought you were going to say like hacking or something.
No,
You
nothing
have
too
the setup
exciting
of
at
a
all.
hacker.
You just gotta find a hole that you could find, and once you got your thing going, it becomes a rhythmatic thing.
Do you like what you do? Are you satisfied with your
Oh, hell
career?
no.
Or
No, I'm
your
not.
like day to day?
No, I don't think I ever. Well, I wish I could be. I'm not. I'm not though. All right.
What do you think is the biggest thing? Like
The biggest
I don't know.
blocker in my life is probably the scientist with the tasers standing around all the doors.
If I was in Fruity Loops, like we were just talking in Fruity Loops, I got one that says, "I hate scientists." I hate scientists. I hate politicians.
I like some scientists. I don't really like any politician. The only politician that I ever thought was kind of cool was, I think, Ron Paul. I thought Ron Paul was interesting with the whole Fed thing.
But how's your son end up like that? I don't.
Yes, well, because I don't know. Everybody's different.
They're real nice compared to everyone else, but you meet them, you look at their skin, you see how they're eating. It's not like us. I don't think you need to be eating that good, going on holidays, this and that. Never worked a day in their life.
Some people don't work. Some people do.
Silver spoon.
Some people do. What about ghosts? Let's get into something a little bit more. Do you think? Okay, how about this, Mister No Aliens Out There, Andrew? We have. What about? Do you think we have spirits within us? Do you think there's a spirit?
Holy Spirit, yes.
And are we all connected?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We're all,
not hell.
children of God.
I'm sorry I said hell yeah for that, but heck yeah, because I think we definitely are connected. There's a connection between everybody, and everybody should uplift everybody else.
So how about this as an example, tied into the beats? I have, like you said, too much music to ever listen to. I'll click a random folder. I'll start throwing in some random songs, randomly clicking, and find hundreds of the greatest loops never really looped.
Never listened
How
to
is
before.
that possible?
It's because you have an ear for it. You are tapped into the frequency of.
Well, I say everybody has something. That's just one thing that I can tap into. I'm glad it happened like this. Any other way, it wouldn't be like if I went to school for it, they would have told me, this is how you do this. This is how you do this. And I would have said, oh, thank you, professor. Here's an apple. No, you have to, do you know blues music?
I have an understanding of it. Yes.
Well, I'm thinking, all the blues people, the more years you worked on the farm, the better it sounded. You know, the more you got to suffer a little bit
To enjoy the blues, you gotta get.
or to make it or to do anything. You have to, you know, get mad as hell, open your window, you know, say I'm mad as hell, I'm not going to take it anymore, and just do whatever you want to do. That's not sinful, you know.
Do you know how I've been living lately? It's be the change you want to see. I think a lot of people see horrible things around them and they just go, ah.
Well, I mean, it's for every bad thing you could look at as a, you know, opportunity to help somebody, a way to have stronger faith in what you already, everyone already knows. You don't need to read, you know, there's no, somebody's going to like tell you and you're going to read it, but it's, everyone knows within what's right, what's wrong. And the closer you get to what's right, the better everything is. If I tried to force my beats and I want to make a,
force your beats.
Who's like a somebody you would think of as for making beats, or some tight beat? You know how they put like tight beat? It would be like let me make a.
I know time. There's time. I think of music as time and ups and downs within the time, and it's given to you in very short bursts. And yeah, so when I think of people that make, if the beat, a beat is just it's been
If you
here
try to make
forever.
something, it's not gonna ever feel quite right. It'll be like good, and most people have a better technical sound and nice setup, and this you can do all that, and you can learn and make and learn the tax code and whatever you want to do. But if you do something you want to do, like that's exactly what you want to hear, you know, that is fulfill. You can, you know, have a thing out of a sewer, and if that's exactly what you want to make it, then, you know, it's like, well, who's going to just do what you want to do with it?
It's hard to be the judge of your own creation, though, for me at least.
You can't.
I could look at other
You
I could
can't.
see and hear things and be like, that doesn't sound right, or that does sound right, or that looks right, or it doesn't look right. But when it comes to my own, I'm like, I have a decent
Because
idea of
if
it, but
you didn't have,
it blends more. It's strange.
if you could be objective with it, if you could see clearly on either side of something, that means you don't have any feeling one way or another. You can be objective. I can't be. That's my biggest thing is I go with my gut. I trust people I don't. I like people I don't. Whatever. But it's right. You know, it may be on paper wrong, but it's right. So
How about Star Trek? Do you know what Star Trek is?
yeah, I know every reference out there with the fingers.
You know every reference about. Wait. So are you trying to say you're a Star Trek fan, or you just know?
No, well, I know it from things, so I know.
Okay, so you have
the actors, and I know The Simpsons. I sampled Cable Guy in the last one. They have that scene, Medieval Knights. Everything I know is from movies, so that, you know, they did that Star Trek scene in it. So I know.
All right, so we have. Hold on. How about Halloween? Do you like Halloween?
To a point. You know,
do you like?
I think once you start getting the, you know, blow ups, you know, $300 stuff, it's like, you know,
obsessive. It's a little bit.
You might as well just get it popped. You know, there's no point in spending that kind of money on Halloween. Get some candy bars, give it to the kids. You don't need lights. You know, but I do, dress up. Bigfoot. I dressed up as Bigfoot one year.
Get out! You
And-
did
and
not dress
we-
up like Bigfoot. You
we
did
all
not
went to
just go
my-
through the whole. I'm a popping big balloons, and then I get dressed up like Bigfoot.
Well, popping, like, you get those blow up. The guy from Nightmare on Christmas, the ghost looking guy.
Yeah,
You get those big blow up, spectacles. I hope somebody, well, not hope, but, if it gets popped, it gets popped, because you want to flaunt, I'm spending this on Halloween, like a B grade holiday. Then that's going to rub some people the wrong way. And I wouldn't condone putting on a spectacle for Halloween.
Halloween's a B grade holiday. Okay. What's a C grade holiday?
Martin Luther King, Flag Day.
Really? Oh, Flag Day, probably. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, definitely Martin Luther King Day.
Did you know that Martin Luther King had he liked some illicit stuff? And, well, let's talk about
abuse.
We got
He liked to abuse too.
He might have had multiple. Did he have multiple lovers? I'm just jealous of Martin Luther King because I would like. Let's talk about your favorite costume. You said you like to get dressed up. What's your favorite costume?
I don't like to get dressed up, but I did before, and it was Bigfoot one time.
So
I was at my Mima's house, and a young kid ran up and said, "Grandpa, Grandpa." I said, "I ain't your grandpa." And then they saw me in the face up close, and don't go running up thinking it's your grandpa.
Grandpa looked like Bigfoot?
Yeah, that was one year.
Did the kid look like Bigfoot Jr.?
No. That would be my baby. Is baby Bigfoot Beats. Patent pending. I did think about this. My beats are great and all, but what if they were made by a little kid? I could see the I don't know. Or I thought about
Have you ever
this
heard a
interview.
kid have really good beats like that? Like, it's...
I know, but you see something, it's like, that's great, but then you see, but that's a 5-year-old. Oh my God.
Wait, are you trying to say that your kid did this? Like, you had your kid make this music and you're selling it?
Maybe, $20,000 elephant painting.
I bought it.
You know what I mean?
I got 3 of them.
You go to
down
the
here
flea
in the sewer.
market and try to sell that same exact thing. Go to the flea market, go to the local bazaar, or what do they have up there where you're at? What's like the flea market?
There's a flea market where I don't really leave the sewer. I just have Amazon trucks throw things down into the sewer. A flea market over here would be like a stoop sale. There's in the city, Manhattan.
Oh no,
this
is not good.
There's no flea markets in the Brooklyn area that I could think of.
Okay, go to your nearest pawn broker, Friendlies or whatever, and I lost track.
What?
I heard Amazon, and I got my blood boiled.
There's other ways of going around all of that stuff too. Would you like to?
I got a note. Last time I ordered something, a pool pump, it had a note inside.
Really?
I will reveal this. The news could care less. They thought I was hoaxing them, like always. I said, no, this is a real one.
Can we take a quick
was
break?
written in blood.
No, we can't read about a bloody note until after I go to the bathroom. We can listen to another Bigfoot beat song. Is that cool? You want to stick around some more?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll one up.
All right, so we got Bigfoot Beats with Just for Laughs. We'll be right back with more of Nick the Rat with Andrew Lawrence from Bigfoot Beats. We'll be right back. Woo.
a minute. Speak up, Dick. Why'd you take my car? Cool it. Cool it. Take it easy. Take it easy? You go hot rodding in my car and you tell me to take it easy? Sure, I can't speed up on the road. It's illegal. Very funny.
You think that was clever? You haven't seen anything yet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand finale. I'm going to show you a trick that only 4 men in the world can do, and I thought the other 3. Now, for this trick, I shall need the assistance of 2 members of the audience. And to show you I don't mind who they are, I'm going to pick them out myself. Ah!
All right, here we go.
It's a soul! I must be crazy to listen to you.
Hello, boys. It's pretty cool and bright out here. Let's get outside and run out for the show.
Therefore, you will do everything in your power to make us stronger.
This looks like a job for Bigfoot. They're laughing. Laughing? Laughing.
Laughing. Not the old country, Bob. This is America where people are supposed to pay their bills. So where's my money? Don't worry. You're going to get every penny you got coming. My landlord, he wants his money too.
I know, but you gotta have faith things are going to pick up. Just one more month.
Legend in these parts about a mountain man, mean cuss, who froze in a big snowstorm about a century ago. Uh-oh.
Sounds like Bigfoot struck again.
Welcome back. We are here with Bigfoot Beats, and we're gonna crack open another tall boy. Do you drink at all, Andrew?
No, I don't. Not. I'd say maybe once a month. A little something with something, but no, I don't drink.
That's good. It's a lot of empty calories, and it's not good for your body.
No, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I would drink it. It makes me feel a little queasy.
Same. We have some questions from the sewer chat. Can I ask you some questions from the audience?
Oh, I thought this was like yeah.
We got somebody asking if you're familiar with the recording project called the Avalanches.
Yes, I am. I only hear that. I'm like, oh, thank you. Who's the I hear that. I've heard that recently a few times. And usually it's like, oh, thanks. But then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, I get it. This is pretty nice. Great video. It did kind of inspire me thinking, well, I could, round up some, local characters and try to get a little video like that going. But no, I like it. I thought they would be American.
They're Australian.
How good I know. They're good. I'm like, they got to be American. But
you never met an Australian? You don't like Mad Max?
Yeah, I do.
Well, You know, Mel Gibson's Australian.
Like when they were getting ice cream. Remember that? That was a good one.
Is Mel Gibson Australian?
He has the spirit of one. If he's not,
Would you drop kick a kangaroo if you saw one? That's
no.
Okay, so we have some more questions here. Oh, geez.
I'm very familiar with kangaroos.
Really?
Yeah, we had quite a few in Kentucky.
What? Okay, we got somebody asked, can we ask drug-related questions like what does and where to get to them, or can? Okay, I don't think you have any hookups for drug. Okay, we have. Are you aware? Or do you have any awareness of value for value or Deemu music? Do you have
Value
any
for value, Dean Moo?
I don't know what Deemu is. I know what value for value is.
I know True Moo. I know Value Pawn. I don't know.
Do you have a way for people?
I don't know what that is.
Do you have a way for people
that
to
a-
give you money?
That sounds great. But I would, you say, oh, give it to a good cause. They're going to give it to the nearest, what they think is a good cause.
What is the best way to make you happy through your creations or your musical stylings?
They keep posted on, I mean, the way I feel about it, of course, no one else, I think can like it like I do. But if somebody really clicks with it and they know somebody who thinks would get it, I wouldn't say, hey, go tell everybody you know. No, it's they're just going to probably get annoyed or think it's stupid. Most people, most people, like to watch soccer and, NASCAR's big, so it's not for everyone, but you could put it in things and enjoy it. I mean, that's how I got what I call the Bigfoot bump when I was young. The BuzzFeed bump. I'm not a BuzzFeed fan. I don't, but they did use some of my music
really
when I first started, and that's how I got, I guess, a lot of followers on SoundCloud and plays when I was younger, and I didn't even know. I was like, "What's going on? What are you talking about, BuzzFeed?" I looked up my SoundCloud handle into YouTube, and then blew the lid off things. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here? Life of a cat actor, top symptoms of living in LA, the most crap you could think of. And I'm like, this is the worst thing. I don't even watch it, but I listen to it. I'm like, it's my beats on here. I think they're awesome. So I would say use it for things, or if you know somebody like a Nick type who, I don't know, wants some background music, that would be cool. And, SoundCloud, not, necessarily comments and stuff, it boosted in the algorithm, but I don't know. I would help find some really poor kid with some real stupid, parents who aren't doing nothing, and maybe help some kid or something who has nobody, Big Brother thing.
It's always good to show guidance and
or
help.
some old person, elderly or kids, or disabled, or I guess anyone really down on their luck. Give them can of ravioli.
Can I ask you if you think that this does this sound bad? Like if I was to help somebody, I would want to give it to somebody that I think deserves it, sort of.
Terrible.
That's a bad thing?
No, I get that though.
What if they were like a
'cause it's
mean
wow,
old person? Like, what if the old person was like, get the...
No, I'm in roofing. Met thousands of people, mostly elderly. I've worked with. Just think of Florida roofer, the type of people who would be Florida roofers. The amount of turnaround and crews and guys I've hired and fired, and the companies, the people high up in the company, the people running these companies, crooked, awful people, ripping off people. Cranky homeowners and stuff. Sometimes a little advice, polite, but stern. I told this lady yesterday. No, yesterday I told this guy. I said, "Hey," he's like, "I only make $200 a month on this townhouse." I said, "Listen, you got 4,200 square foot across the street from the beach. This is your second property, at least. I said most people would not be complaining. I told this other lady too. I said, have some grace. We had a hurricane. Kind of lucky we came out at all. And I could have charged you $1,000 for this, and we did it for free. So relax, lady."
I hope you got a tax write-off at least for it, though. But
no, I mean, this is just dealing with some lady. They're going to get a new roof, but they're just like putting it off, and widow, and I tell the crews, and sometimes someone comes out and yells, and they go, "Why are they like that?" I say, they got problems you have no idea.
It's true.
If someone's that angry, it's really easy to jump on, hey, it's F you. I'm not going to help you. I'll, rev my exhaust in your face, throw some. I knew a guy, driving by, some guy was asking for money, worked all day. He's worked all day. So he was angry, drunk, stupid. He told me about this. He said he threw a whole bunch of coins going like 30 miles an hour at him, all up in his face, messed him up.
What?
Bad. Because he's working hard, and this guy's making more money than he is. Easy to say that, and that's how people get angry, but you got to look beyond that. You can throw coins at the kid who stinks and say, go buy some soap, or you could go on the side and, offer him give him some help, see what's up, and it's the same like with the kids, even adults and things. If you grew up how they grew up, don't expect like you would be any better. The things that people have gone through as kids is, I'm surprised it's not worse. So, and then you see people could be in a bad place. They could be awful, drunks, whatever, but a couple moves this way, a couple, you're in this thing, whatever happened here or there, and that would be you or me, and nobody is in the end really better than somebody else. So yeah, I wouldn't give money to somebody who is going to buy drugs, but give them a bottle of water and say, hey, maybe talk to them for a second. Say, hey, what's going on? Are you from here?
It's
Maybe
good to get that info.
Maybe nothing will happen. Maybe they, whatever. A lot of them just want to hang out, and I've had homeless people give me things.
I definitely attract. I attract like people in the street always talk to me. I've had I talk to because I'm a very open person, so I just I'm like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Well, it's probably the ears. They do stick their fingers in there, and sometimes they're moist, but it's yeah. There's good. It's good. I just don't like when I get taken advantage of. Because that's happened to me too. Like I've been nice to people, and then it's just like, hey, where'd my pants go?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's it's like what you like someone you're working with or just somebody you go out of your way to help, and then you see what's really going on. Yeah, there's
You
no
gotta be
good
careful.
answers.
You gotta be careful out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I don't bring people into my home or where I live with my family.
Oh, you don't? Damn! I was about to come on over.
Oh yeah, the sewer. It's a little
We're
tight.
connected. I could come up into your toilet bowl in about an hour from now. If somebody flushes me good here.
Yeah.
There's another question from the audience. If you'd like to hear
True
it.
Moon, the Value Pond. Yeah.
All right. This one says, in a world where the boundaries between public and private spheres increasingly blurred due to technological advancements and the omnipresence of
chat. I'm expecting what's that enigma? For the longest time it would say enigma. It's like I've never seen this word in my life. Now it's like every other word. Sorry, can you continue? I just
enigma.
Sorry. What was
I don't think I should finish this. Well, I'll try to finish this question here. I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Might want to put it in input. Summarize. Make brief. One sentence.
Can I
you
do
have to
that?
really specify brief. One sentence.
I should probably do this here.
No, I'm saying whoever assisted in writing it.
I don't know who wrote this, but I'm going to start from the start here. In a world where the boundaries between public and private spheres increasingly blur.
Because it takes from what's been out there, and how many things start with in a world where, but in reality nobody would say that. In a world where, but it's been written so much that you say, you write this up for me. In a world where enigma and there's a few of them it does, but I don't know. I think it's kind of like Orson Welles or something.
Do you read books or use audiobooks?
I used to a lot of audiobooks. I've read very few books. Yeah, I mean,
what's one of your
you pick the book that's the what's the highest grade book that's the least amount of pages for the report, or like what can I
spot run spot spot under the bed,
whatever I can get cliff notes for. And I don't know even how do you even do school now with everything. Like how would you have an assignment? Because I just put make it like it was written by a 10-year-old, and you're 8.
Did you ever have any good teachers? Do you remember any of your teachers? And what were they? What was their class? What class were they teaching? Could be martial arts too, like Taekwondo, or maybe physics or English, social studies. Do you have a favorite teacher? Hello? Testing? 1, 2? Andrew? Are you there? Hello? I think Bigfoot might have just came in and squished. Hello? I could try to call him back. See, it's let's listen to some more music from SoundCloud. We got Chicken Naru with the Halloween special. Andrew? What are you reading? Stephen King? Bigfoot? Hello? I don't know what happened to Bigfoot Beats there. You could call me. Call me? Should I call him back? I don't know what I should do right now. 917-719-5923. You could call me back, or I'll call you. I think maybe I should. Hold on, I forget how to call people here. I usually just listen to voicemails like this over here. 917-719-5923. I don't. Is this a voicemail? I don't even. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, that's not the voicemails. These are the voicemails. Now I know what I'm doing. Or do I? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Hold on, I gotta keep scrolling. That's why you need those mice that scroll faster. Where's? Hold on, like 20 seconds here. We'll get there. We'll get there. Time is a construct that is inboxinating everybody, and maybe I won't ever get there. Really? Are my eyes just that blurry? What's going on here? No. Okay, we're gonna play. Are these? It says there's like 8 of them, but I can't find them. Yeah, I gotta call Bigfoot back here to. He needs to spread the word of what he needs to say. No. All right, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call back. Bigfoot Beats now. Wait, is this what is it? Voice?
What up? This is Andrew.
No, I got. I have. Oh, that's off. Okay, sorry. All right, I'm gonna call you. Wait, what the heck is this? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That should be good.
Hello?
What did we get disconnected there?
Yeah, I thought maybe I upset the AI talking about Enigma or whatever.
The Enigma, that's the bomb from World War II, the Enigma program, where they got those submarines.
Oh, so that's like a code. I was thinking Batman.
Oh, what's your favorite flavor of Batman? Batman 89, Batman 60, Batman
Oh,
30, 40?
I don't know. They're all pretty good. I don't know. I liked them all, when I was.
Oh, do you
probably
know you're into comic books, right? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Sean Murphy, Batman White Knight?
No, I don't. I don't know comics like references, like TV comic, like just for laughs or something. Comic book, like comic comedian.
Oh.
Who's the White Knight?
I don't know if it was
Murphy.
Batman. Batman was the Dark Knight, right? He was the.
Yeah.
There was it might have been the joke. I didn't read it.
Yeah, I like to, night, like Dark Knight. How clever.
Do you like comic books?
I did growing up. I mean, now I like them, but they're too expensive. They used to be 50 cents. Now everything's, I don't know.
How about
I like 'em, though.
comic strips? What was your favorite?
Yes.
Comic
Ziggy.
strips were cheaper.
Yeah, and free every Sunday.
Let me guess, Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh no. Oh no. Not even close. I'd pick Kathy before that.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say Kathy and Family Circus before Calvin and Hobbes.
All right, okay.
I don't think we even had that.
Conan or Dick Tracy.
Yeah, you're getting colder. Maybe Dilbert or yeah, I'd say Dilbert was funny. I didn't get it, but I just knew there was something there.
I always liked Dilbert.
No, nobody wears a tie like that.
Do you know who Scott Adams is? Scott Adams.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're an animator. Are these animator people?
No, well, Dilbert was Scott Adams, the creator for that.
Oh. So, yeah.
I knew Dilbert
don't
before I
know.
knew Scott Adams. Like, I knew Dilbert, but I didn't know Scott Adams until he started becoming very Scott Adams. He kind of morphed out of Dilbert and became himself.
Oh, like a reverse Bigfoot.
Yeah, sort of like that. Oh, wait, we're
like
getting
a
people saying
reverse
Farside. How about
Nick.
Farside? Is Farside good? I like Ziggy.
Yeah, that's funny. It's a little too on the nose, though. Like, almost like, yeah, anybody could come up with this. Like, I did, and it was hilarious, and I don't know. It's like, it's funny.
Family Circus?
I laugh like I laugh at Bernie Mac.
Garfield?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bernie Mac was pretty funny.
It's
How
a
about
little
comedians? Who's
played
your
out.
favorite comedian?
They're all terrible. They're all so bad. And anyone you
George
I thought
Carlin?
was maybe funny, I realized they're not funny.
Sam Kinison.
Like no, it's just annoying. Like if he went out and did that, and like he just walks up and started doing that little, routine. Oh, I have a tight 5 minutes. Do your tight 5 minutes, on the subway, walking down the street. People think you're like just get away from me. Like I don't know. It's funny when I want to laugh. I'm not going to look to some
What makes
guy
you
saying,
laugh? Does anything make you laugh, or are you just like a stone cold beat making doo-wop enjoy? Does doo-wop make you laugh?
Yes.
And it tickles that.
I'm thinking a lot of laugh. I have a lot of laughing in my beats too. I like laughing. I have a whole folder of laughing. I have like 100 different laughs. I'll put delays on them sometimes, and maybe stretch it out, there's one dual screening. You played it, but there's one where there's like a laugh that it just lines up with an end drum fill. Something kind of. If you laugh, it's kind of like a everyone's like beat how they laugh. But no, I don't really laugh at a lot. So
I'm sorry, I'm laughing right now. Your lack of laughter is being. I'm kind of feeding off your lack of laughter with laughter. Sorry.
It's like who's the fat one and the skinny one? They're on everything. Allie and Ollie and you gotta
Laurel
have the ping pong.
Laurel and Harley.
Yeah, they were on the Scooby Doo episode. I get all the Bigfoot because they only talked about him in one episode. It had Laurel and Hardy in it.
Casey Kasem?
Yeah. Oh, he's great. I'd listen every week. They do the throwbacks.
I did. I remember listening. What did he do? When did he stop
You
airing?
you need that segment. Just throwing it out there where they talk. I'm calling about my. I'm writing Casey about my, my boyfriend in Idaho. Could you please play our song? I had to, measles, and I had to go away at summer camp, and every week they'd have a little. And now that would be a good sample. The cornier, but playing it straight.
Yeah.
That's what's funny. If you're trying to be funny, it's not funny. The more serious, you're not trying to be funny, but it's just so absurd, almost. But you.
Yeah.
It adds, more depth to it. That's when I would laugh. Some old lady, crying about something, my petunias. Now that would be funny. My petunia, that's funny. Things like that.
I'm laughing at my petunias right now. Oh,
No, it's just a funny word, and just my petunias. What have you done? And then you could cut into, something really serious, like, why are you doing this to me? And then it just, you have one little thing, and then it clicks, and, you're goofing, and then it's like, oh, what if this, and then this. That same thing, it jumps around to who knows what. Same thing in the beat. I have no idea what's going to happen. And then maybe the vocal will lead to a loop, or like that's when it drops. My grandma used to love beats, That's funny.
What? Do you think Alex Jones is funny?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, he seems like a maybe funny kind of guy.
Do you remember the first time you ever heard of Alex Jones?
No idea.
For me, there was a movie about dreams, and Alex Jones was in the movie. There was like a part where, and I didn't know it was Alex Jones at the part.
remember.
But it was like him
I saw it in
screaming,
theaters.
and he turned more and more red. And I remember that scene, and then I was like, "Oh, that's Alex Jones." And at the same time that I was learning about Alex Jones, there was the other side of the spectrum. There was the fat guy that was like, taxes are bad. I forget. And he made movies. There was like a reverse Alex Jones guy, and he had glasses and a hat. Fuck, I'm blanking out on his name.
Yeah, the more angry, the better.
It wasn't Bill Nye. An angry Alex Jones is the funny Alex Jones.
Yeah, but it gets played out like anything else. It's like a Ronald McDonald at this point.
More or less.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I find him funny, but I don't listen to him more than just like clips of. Yeah.
It's like the people getting their windows busted out, sovereign citizens. It's hilarious every time.
Michael Moore. Michael Moore. Thanks, Ovens.
Oh, that guy. What a dunce. Gonna loaf around and
he's rich though, isn't he?
This.
Doesn't Michael Moore has more money than I do? I'm sure. Sadly.
Yeah, get that through the eye of a needle. See what happens. Mike. Yeah, all those people, they all sold out. They're all signed and branded, doing someone's bidding. Any and everybody. Well, maybe not Nick. There's some people. A lot of people everyone I make beats with, they do it because they want to, not because they're trying to get something.
Oh, this is
the second you're trying to get something, you could play people so easy.
You could, but
like,
have you ever played yourself? I've played myself, I think. Do you look back
daily
and go, "Damn, I did some stupid shit," and then realize that was you, and then you're like, "Oh fuck, I could still be doing stupid shit." Sorry that if I said bad words.
Yeah, lucky to get out on the other side of things. I'm sure you got into some things.
I voted for John Kerry.
Oof, that's rough.
So
that
if I was,
and then you see what he does now, right? Or you see what
I know
your
a lot
hero
about
becomes.
I know a lot about Jonathan Kerry. Whatever the fuck is. Yeah, that's I did that though.
I'd call him a turd.
In my community, he's known as Watermelon Head John Kerry.
Yeah, he's like those things they draw at the boardwalk.
I didn't like Bush. I didn't really awaken to politics.
No, I liked him. I liked him a lot. He. Could you imagine being
senior or junior?
Junior. Junior, definitely junior.
Did you like senior?
Not really. He was a real creepy, weird, CIA guy. That's how he got his start. I don't know. They do that handshake, when no one's looking. I don't know. I don't like those types like that. But if you were going to pick one of them, you're not going to pick the brother.
Do you know what I relate Bush Senior to? Which it's going to sound really weird.
Dr. Phil. They got the same kind of frame. And real, like,
That'd be fine.
schemy. Like, they're always looking at stuff like, how can I make some money on this?
It's I was gonna say Desert Storm. Like the only thing I remember from that was like Desert Storm and like cell phone crappy footage of tanks rolling up into places. Like that was the first time we start to see like war in real time. I guess it was like some fake real time war. Desert Storm.
Not that familiar. I've seen, I had the trading cards.
Exactly. There was trading
got a
cards.
whole,
there was Halloween
I
costumes
had a
of
whole,
Saddam Hussein.
Hundreds of them. A whole box of them I got at the yard sale. Still in the package. Desert Storm. Colin Powell and all the tanks and all that. I said, this is a little weird. This was,
Well,
I don't know, 15 years later, 10 years later.
Did you ever get the trading cards called Dinosaurs Attack? Or
Mm-mm.
There was some weird trading cards with dinosaurs eating people back in the day. It was cool.
Yeah, something, to sell us and make a buck. I thought, piece of paper, how are you selling this for $4?
Well,
a couple pieces of paper. I didn't get into the cards.
I didn't get too much into them.
For what you could get a pack of Pokemon, I could get 5 comics.
Do you play board games?
Not really. I'm too good for anyone to, local. So I can't. I mean,
You're a board game champ. I can't play board games with you. I'm too good at this shit.
I just, it's like, wow, if you just beat someone, the brains out of someone, or beat the brakes off someone, who wouldn't want to play? I wouldn't want to play. I mean, I don't know. Is there a fair board game? There's not. Every game you can, oh, my finger's still on the card. I didn't discard yet, What about you? What do you play? Oh,
my favorite board game is called Sons of Anarchy. It was based off of a TV show about a biker gang.
I know. I'm well aware of
it.
Sons
You're
of
well
Anarchy.
aware of
I don't
Sons
like
of Anarchy?
Well, anarchy. It seems a little. I don't anarchy.
You don't try. Well, okay. Do you want to know one of my extreme opinions? I think people could exist without law. I think it would level out.
Man's law.
Then again, like you got to pay money for shit, and if you just had things for everybody, then
barter,
then things would just get out of control. You can't have everybody with wall hacks on. Andrew, I think it's getting a little bit late in the evening.
Play it out.
And would you like to promote anything?
Just Bigfoot beats. I got a ton of good beats coming. Really, SoundCloud. I posted on Facebook. I'm putting up some video, like kind of long form, like 20-minute. I may put up an hour video. I don't know if anyone has ideas for things. That's probably the most helpful. If you gotta, hey, put it like this, or
I might have some ideas I can send you.
Okay. And if you want to play it out I sent you. I don't know if you're pop it up on SoundCloud. I got a song to play it out. I sent you 2.
Maybe next week. I already have all the.
Oh, I see. You already got
audio.
the strings pulled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey, But
well, it'll be there.
I'll be there liking that. It's I keep on putting this stuff out, please. I think it's awesome. I hear
one
things I've never
question,
heard
though.
before. And
how did you find Bigfoot Beats? Just looking for copyright free, or what was the deal? Like,
it was a mixture of several things. Every week we have the scientist go to the free area, and then they look for. I think I might have did a search for Bigfoot because of the show topics, and I come across it that way. It might have been through a lo-fi way, or then I even do weekly searches for free music through A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, and you just keep on putting things out weekly, daily, all the time, and it's very good. And that's how I've leached upon you, and I put it out, and I share your name, and I hope people follow you and enjoy.
oh, great. And I will say, if you go to SoundCloud, because it's not the most user friendly, I'd look through tracks, go by tracks.
Oh yeah.
Because if you just start clicking, it'll put it to an album I made a long time ago that really sucks compared to my new beats. So I just click.
Your old
tracks,
stuff is
see
good.
all-
Everything that you've done is good. Trust me, it's good.
Well, yeah, but you hear it now, and it's like
It's
I don't
even
know.
better. Yeah, you get better and better, but it doesn't mean your old stuff is bad. Just because you might not
Yeah.
enjoy it, everybody else will. Trust me, they will.
Some of the rapping, I'll say that on the old ones. If you look at my reposts too, I repost intros and outros I make, intermissions, folly stuff, collabs, things like that. I'll repost it. Some exclusive beats too for loop diggers, things like that. So there's lots of stuff out there. All right, thank you.
It's been great. Thank you so much for your time.
All right.
I will talk to you soon,
See ya.
my friend. Have a great night, Andrew. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.
Damn. That was great. Let's listen to another song that we could listen to while I go to bed. We got A Walk to the 80s from Yehi. I wanted to ask him some more questions, but it's getting late, and maybe we'll talk to him soon. Again, thank you so much. Andrew Lawrence, Bigfoot Beats, Funzo. Heck yeah.
Hi. Are you suffering from pain, physically or mentally? Are you trying to mask the pain with medication? Are you now currently addicted to this medication? We heard your cries. We saw a market and bottled it. Our dark sewer scientists have perfected the anti-addiction pill. Now you and your loved ones can finally free yourself from incessantly taking over-the-counter prescribed medication and switch over to something more natural, right out of Mother Nature's man-made anus, the sewer. While supplies last, you can get a bottle with 420 pills for $69.99. Stop using Band-Aids when you can use nukes and start taking Dark Sewer anti-addiction pills today. Order now. 917-719-5923. Scientists standing by to take your calls 24/7.
You know, it's weird. I can't say if there's AI in this chat or not. There might be AI bots sucking information out of this chat. So if you're in here chatting, I can't tell you in 10 years from now that there'll be there's a lack of the donation segment because I didn't go to I can't make it to the gosh darn PO box all the time anymore. Shit's crazy out there. Sandstorms. Ow. And I gotta get the. I need the ear cuffs. There we go. Closer to the ears. We can thank some people now, though. Let's see if anybody has donated this week via Twitch and PayPal. Or through the Lightning Network, Satoshis, etc. I'm very intoxicated. And talking to Bigfoot Beats, Andrew, I feel like I shouldn't be intoxicated right now. But you know what? It's Wednesday night. It's Thursday morning. Let the intoxication flow through me. Here we go. We got some. Wait. Oh, nope. Stop. Okay. We have at least one or two donations here. You can go to nicktherat.com, click on donate, and there'll be a donation option there. You could do whatever you like, and I'll read your initials, the amount, and any notes you add in there. We have IC with 420. IC, we salute you. Thank you, IC. All right, let's go back to the show. Wait, no, we got we have there we go. We have. Do we have anything else? What is this? Do we have any Twitch donations? We have stuff on Twitch from last month. No, 2 hours ago. We got Ducky on resub with Prime. They've been subbed for 60 months. Yep. The big ups to Ducky. Big ups to Ducky, who's also in Florida. Ducky's alive. That's a good thing. Ducky, I hope Ducky has survived the storm. Helena, Martina. What was the name of the storm? I don't know. What was the name of the storm? There was a lot of storms lately. We also have what happened between Helena and Milton? There was HIJKLM. What was IJKL? Was there Did other million people die that we don't know about? We also have Trey from Philly, resub for 28 months at tier 1. They've been sub for 34 months. Thank you so much. That happened 1 hour ago. And we have Foo resub with their Prime. They've been sub for 41 months. Sheesh, Ducky on and Foo going for the long distance run on the Twitch 1 month ago. Thank you so much. 1 minute ago, Foo. Cheers to you, Foo. Are you in the chat? Darn. I don't think Bigfoot Beats wanted to talk about Halloween as much as I wanted. I wanted him to talk more about Halloween. He seemed pretty straight edge, like, hey man, we're not talking about the devil over here. And I think the devil's kind of fun. He's he just gets you to where you're going faster, in my opinion, sometimes. Like that guy from One Direction. 917-719-5923. You can give me a call and leave a voicemail. Perhaps, maybe. Is there a voicemail line number? Oh, I forgot to ask if Bigfoot Beats used Mac or PC. Wait, probably PC. FL Studio. Sounds good. He gets all that quantized. The sounds. His ears are very good, and I enjoy how he pieces together audio. 917-719-5923. Let's listen to some music. We'll be right back. We got Zbzabas with Tilt Dramatica.
Hello, friends. Devil here. Sick of not being able to kill yourself legally? thank me now, because you won't be able to later. My team of scientists and lawyers have worked years on this new product. It passes all safety inspections and is still guaranteed to kill you. It will rot your teeth, give you cancer, destroy your liver, ruin your blood, and make you gain weight. And if you drink enough of it, you will die. Pepsi Cola. Praise Keck. It's here, and death has never tasted so sweet. Pepsi Cola. Even the way we produce and package it is killing everyone right now. But science and law is on Pepsi's side. Praise Keck, you are addicted to the flavor and brainwashed by our ads that keep you drinking. Pepsi Cola. And now, only on the Dark Sewer Network, can you buy a barrel of this shit for only $69.99. Call now and we'll even throw in a Shia LaBeouf sippy cup. 917-719-5923. Pepsi's got your taste for death. Tell them the devil sent you. Ah, 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 ah.
It's coming. And you can't stop it. All new episodes of Bigfoot Assault. Only on the Dark Sewer Network.
He's a robot. Guess what? He's a robot.
I need that hot steam directly in my skull cave.
He's a robot. We don't care, cause he robot. Guess what? He's a robot. We don't care, cause he robot. Guess what? He's a robot.
Yeah, motherfucker. I thought I told
told you one time, I'll tell you 16 times. Stop blasting that monkey bullshit up from the sewer. You trampling my HS signals out of Mexico. I can't get my slave labor toast made. I can't get my signal down there because you trampling my motherfucking signal. I can hear that shit coming up
And in the morning to Nick the Rat.
Hi, everybody. How you doing, Ducky on? How are you okay? Or have you been washed? Did your house get power washed? I hope everybody is okay out there. You know what I Okay, listen. Adam Curry. Love the man. How deep is his faith? That's my question. I was thinking about it. I don't want to say this, but I will. It's what I was thinking about. It's not bad. It's he's like no moon landing, but to what extent is his belief system then? Like the beliefs. How much could you believe? I only like to believe what I could see. If you could repeat it, I'm like a very repeatable believer type creature. If you could present if I could get an electric zap to my nuts and then get a cookie, that's what I believe in. Yeah, I've drank 1, 2 Trace Coors Banquet Tall Boys. I have at least 60 ounces, I guess. How many calories is that? Fuck. 710 times 3, that's 2130 milliliters. 2001. Either way, let's talk about not my fat ass. The first moon landing was absolutely, without a doubt. But what wasn't a fake? Was the Trojan horse real? I don't know. Let's listen to a voicemail. 917-71. The Trojan horse not 59321.
Yeah, I heard there was a competition on the phone line. I call up, I do a 50 voicemail challenge. So this here's voicemail number 1, the 50 voicemail challenge. And I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be saying on these things. The other guy that calls in sounds like he's got marbles or a dick in his mouth or some shit.
What the
He's blowing on his fucking harmonica. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, I thought I would just tell you about how I like to wax my testicles. I like to get that beeswax, and I get it nice and warm. Not too hot, you don't want to burn your dick off.
What?
And you grab on your dick, grab on that trunk. You pull it up like a fucking pole, like you about to go down a fire pole. Then you dip, slowly dip the boys in. Slowly dip the boys in. Roll them around, make sure they're covered. Then I like to get some wax paper, slap it on, rip it off.
What?
I got the cleanest balls ever. Your mom probably knows about that shit, Nick the Rat.
Freaky Halloween, Alex. Halloween's coming. I can't wait. Fucking wait for Halloween.
Coming soon from Quentin Tarantino.
On September 18th, 1972, the Hoffman House was closed due to several mysterious deaths. The house was reopened as a boarding house. And the body count continues. I wonder who will be next to check out of the boarding house. Boarding house. Where the rent won't kill you, but something else will. Boarding house. In Horrorvision.
Dark Sewer Clown Repellent. Never leave home without it. Order now. 917-719-5922. 2, 3.
Beat banger. Game over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You are now free to move about the cabin. At this time, we ask that you turn off your portable electronic devices or turn them to airplane mode.
Critical system failure. All crew to escape pods. Life support systems critical. Recommend immediate evacuation. Evacuate. 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 Warning. Warning. Engine heat critical. Life support offline. Shut down. Game over. Repair sequence complete. Landing clearance granted.
What up? This is Andrew. Hello, caller. East of the Rockies, you are on the...
So we brought you down here into the sewer to get an honest opinion about our new 2017 Sewer Mobile. You are not an actor and wasn't paid to be brought down here. We just want everybody to know that. This is a complete, honest view of the 2017 Sewer Mobile. But I want to tell you, as I take off this duct tape and gag, that this car is 100% environmentally friendly.
Multi-animal rights update for you today here on the program. We will start with this from San Francisco. The Zen Center's Green Gulch Farm had a ceremony recently. They asked for forgiveness from the plants and animals they damaged in the making and maintenance of their garden. They had a plaque made in memoriam to all of the plants and animals that they trashed, killed, murdered while they built their garden. And here's how it reads. Slugs and snails whom we have pursued for years, feeding you to the ducks, crushing you, trapping you, picking you off and tossing you over our fences. Rats whom we poisoned and trapped and drowned, which is the first dedication I've ever heard to a rat, the first rats' rights group that I've ever seen. All plants we have shunned, pigweed, vine-growing, stinging now, thistle. All of this is intended to bring to our consciousness and acknowledge the light and dark of the making of a beautiful garden.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a lovely October. I am personally excited for all the spooky whoozy whatsy is coming in the weeks until, 2 weeks until October 31st. We're going to be celebrating in not next week, but the week after that, from the 30th to the 31st. We're going to be bringing in October. We're going to be bringing in Nick the Rat Radio on a Halloween live in 2 weeks from now. I'm going to play some fucking Hunt. We're getting out of here. See you guys next week. It's 1:30 in the morning. Night Spell. Slasher.
When I was younger, I used to have a good job working as a lab scientist. Life was great. And then something happened on a hunting trip darn near 50 years ago that let the air out of everything. I went out for a walk one day in the woods. I heard a rustle behind me. Then I smelled something that made my eyes water and my lungs smoke. By the time I turned around, all I saw was a streak of fur. On the ground, there was a footprint. A big footprint.
Don't kill animals! Rats